Money in the Bank 2024 is shaping up to be another one of those amazing WWE PLEs in the year 2024. WWE has been on a very consistent run this year, and I'm very excited. This has been my favorite year of being a WWE fan I've ever had. There has not been a single show that has been bad, and Money in the Bank is shaping up to be another one of those amazing shows. To pair with this amazing show, we have an amazing match card. And geez, man, I'm very excited for this card, and I can't wait to talk to you guys about it. Today we're doing our Money in the Bank predictions, talking about how excited I am for it and every single match. So we're going to be talking about who I believe is going to win every single match. Let's go. Alright, let's start off with the WWE Intercontinental Championship match between Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. So, this match right here is probably like unironically, and now I'm probably going to say this a lot because I say this a lot all the time for some reason in my prediction videos, but this match is very unpredictable because Braun Breaker is on a high speed train and it doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon when it comes to him losing a match. I don't see Braun Breaker really losing a match. To be fair, he almost lost to Ludwig Kaiser the other night, so they might not put him over and have Sami Zayn win here, but Sami Zayn is in Toronto, which is a Canadian city. Sami Zayn is Canadian. A lot, like, WWE really likes to make Sami Zayn win in his home country, but at the same time, he's never necessarily, the only time he's done that was when he was defending against Chad Gable in Montreal. He did lose to Roman in Montreal for the WWE Championship, so it's kind of hard to predict here. Sami Zayn is this feud, I feel like, is not near as good as what he had going on with Chad Gable. And I feel like if there was any time Sami should drop the title, it should have been to Chad Gable. Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker here, it's going to be an amazing match. I'm very excited for the in-ring aspect of this match. I'm very excited for the show in general, but Sami versus Braun doesn't really have much of a story going on. They're kind of just mad at each other. They kind of just want to go at each other's throats, which, you know, it's good. It's good. That's good for the show. That's good. That's good to build up a match, but I mean, there's not really much of a story behind here. I feel like they could really put on a story here after, though. Pushing the whole Braun Breaker, like being like, oh, I'm gonna kill you, Sami. I'm gonna destroy you. I'm gonna leave you dead in the ring. And Sami's like, listen, man, all I've been doing is wrestling people that say that they're gonna do that. And Sami has been shutting them up. People like Gunther, like Chad Gable, like Bronson Reed. You know, these men have been saying that, oh, I'm gonna destroy you. I'm gonna leave you like dead in the ring. And Braun, you know, he's like, listen, man, everybody's been saying that, and I've been putting them in their place. You know what I mean? So, I mean, Sami's kind of walking into this with the aura. But yeah, no, I definitely think Sami's going to retain here. That's my pick. I don't think Braun Breaker wins this early in his career. I also don't really want to see Braun Breaker win it this early because I want to see the IC title division kind of like bounce around a little bit, because the IC title's been on one person for so long that I feel like if they keep Sami here and then he has like a match against multiple people, maybe like a triple threat or a fatal four-way with like maybe like Sheamus, you know, Ludwig, Braun Breaker, you know, there's so many people in this IC title division on Raw right now that like we could drop it and we could have it to other people. But if Braun Breaker wins here, I don't see him dropping that title anytime soon. And I like to see a title not necessarily be held hostage like it was with Gunther and with Roman. Like, we're in a new era. Let's have more people hold titles. Let's have more people have that spotlight. And I don't necessarily want somebody having all the spotlight. So that's why I got Sami retaining here. Next up, we are going to have doing the 6-man ladder match between Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens versus the bloodline of, you know, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, Jacob Fatu, and Solo Sikoa. This is a 6-man tag match, but there's 7 people. So I don't really know what they're going to do here on who's going to compete or who's not, or if they're going to add a 8th person on SmackDown, because this is filmed before SmackDown, 2 days before SmackDown. Not really sure what they're gonna do here, but I hope that they do something where like maybe like Jimmy returns and he's like the 8th member and joins Cody, Randy, and Kevin, or you know, somebody like Brock Lesnar. I heard Santi Zap said Brock Lesnar. Like, I don't know, man. I was kind of like, I don't know. That's a little bit of a stretch, but I feel like the bloodline. Enough talking about this though. I feel like the bloodline has to win here. I feel like they need to keep Cody looking, you know, clean. Look like Cody can't necessarily take the pin, but the person that should probably take the pin is probably Kevin Owens or Randy. And the bloodline has to go over here though, because they have people continuously are talking about how the bloodline struggles to show that they have like an aura, like people care about them. And you know, I also struggle to feel those emotions. And you know, if the bloodline wins here, they're defeating the 3 biggest baby faces on SmackDown right now. excluding LA Knight. And so this would be huge for the Bloodline storyline. It'd be huge for the Bloodline in general. So I feel like the Bloodline kind of has to go over here and have to win. So my pick is the Bloodline, probably through hella shenanigans and just, some crazy stuff. This is a 6-man tag match, so I'm pretty sure that means no disqualification. But also, I don't think so now that I think about it. So we'll have to see what they do here. But they might make it a street fight as well, like they did back at Backlash. Because, these men are going at our throats, bro. It was on site on SmackDown last week. We'll have to see. But my pick is the Bloodline to win this match. All right, next we have the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match between Io Sky, Chelsea Green, Lyra Valkyria, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, and Zoe Stark. I feel like, and I've been saying this, that the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match is going to be won by a woman on SmackDown, and the Men's Money in the Bank ladder match is going to be won by a man on Raw. I don't think both Money in the Bank ladder matches are going to be won for someone on the same brand. I feel like one person's going to be on SmackDown, one person's going to be on Raw. That's kind of how they always do it. So my pick is somebody from SmackDown for the women's ladder match, and that is between either Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton. I don't really see Naomi going over here because Naomi doesn't necessarily need a Money in the Bank briefcase to be a main eventer, and I also believe Tiffany Stratton doesn't necessarily need the Money in the Bank briefcase, even though she would be an amazing Miss Money in the Bank. But Money in the Bank briefcase, for the women at least, nobody's really been much of a Miss Money in the Bank. The only really real Miss Money in the Bank we've ever seen was Carmella all the way back in 2017. Most of the time, the women usually hold it till either like SummerSlam or the same night. A lot of the same night cash-ins happen with the Miss Money in the Bank briefcase. So maybe we can get a good Miss Money in the Bank here with a Chelsea Green. A Chelsea Green would be perfect. We kind of need that hometown pop as well because Chelsea Green is from Canada. And, everybody believes that Chelsea Green would be an amazing Miss Money in the Bank because of just how well she is at playing this dastardly heel who is constantly getting out of these bad situations for herself, constantly, escaping these bad moments. Chelsea Green would just be an amazing Miss Money in the Bank. I don't even necessarily need her to win the title. Just having her as Miss Money in the Bank would be so entertaining. And, her women's world title run that she'll get will be so good, dude. So please WWE, give this to Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green has earned it with all the work she's done outside of the WWE, in the WWE, putting over talent constantly. Give Chelsea Green this and she'll put her immediately in the main event and people will be very happy. I feel like Chelsea Green deserves this Money in the Bank ladder, Miss Money in the Bank for sure. Next, we got the Men's Money in the Bank ladder match between Jey Uso, Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade, Chad Gable, LA Knight, and Drew McIntyre. This match is gonna like, I'm being so for real. This match is going to be elite. Melo, Andrade, Chad Gable alone carry this match. If there was those three and then 3 other randos, I'd be excited for this. But we also have 3 main eventers in Jey Uso, LA Knight, and Drew McIntyre in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Dude, holy shit. I'm so excited. Dude, I can't even fathom the excitement I have for this match. This match is my most anticipated match, arguably of the year. I love ladder matches. Ladder matches are my most entertaining match to watch. I get so excited for watching ladder matches, and that's why Money in the Bank is arguably my favorite PLE every single year. So that's why I'm so excited to talk about this. But dude, they have my favorite wrestler in the WWE right now with Jey Uso. They have one of my favorite heels right now in Chad Gable. Drew McIntyre as well, who is literally the most over and dastardly heel in the company. LA Knight, who's just going to be there for an amazing pop, probably have an amazing moment with Logan Paul. Carmelo Hayes, who is another amazing heel right now. And Andrade, who is going to fucking cook in that ring. Oh my god, dude. I'm telling you, this is going to be an amazing ladder match. And who I think is going to win? Dude, I don't know. It's hard to pick because you might go for Yeet Boy because he's the most over babyface in the company right now. But you also might go for Chad Gable, who could be an amazing Mr. Money in the Bank. But then at the same time, we could give it to Drew McIntyre, who could use this Money in the Bank ladder match to cash in on Damian Priest and, get payback on him. And that'd be a crazy storyline. As well as, LA Knight, who would be already in amazing Mr. Money in the Bank. Everybody wanted him last year. Give it to him maybe this year. Or we could have Andrade, who would be an amazing Mr. Money in the Bank because he would just be this badass Mr. Money in the Bank holder, which the Mr. Money in the Bank kind of needs that. The Money in the Bank kind of needs somebody that's just a badass who comes in and he's just, he's just the cool guy with the Money in the Bank briefcase. I would love Andrade as Mr. Money in the Bank. Melo would be an amazing heel Mr. Money in the Bank. But my official pick, who I'm predicting, You kind of have to put Jey Uso in this position. Jey Uso deserves this Mr. Money in the Bank briefcase. Jey Uso has been working since the year 2020 towards this position to put him in this singles opportunity. Jey Uso, this is his ticket to actually winning a singles title. Jey Uso has earned it. He is the most over babyface in the entire company. He is the face, arguably, of the PLE alone. Give the briefcase to Jey Uso. He deserves it. This is not me meat riding Jey Uso either. I'm telling you, Jey deserves this. Jey Uso is my pick. The World Heavyweight Championship match between Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins. But if Priest wins, Rollins cannot get another title shot against Damian Priest. And if Rollins wins, Priest must leave the Judgment Day. I gotta say, I would be way more interested in a storyline where Seth Rollins wins and Damian Priest has to leave the Judgment Day compared to if Damian wins and Seth just can't challenge him at all. As well as, I would be way more interested in seeing Seth Rollins versus Gunther at SummerSlam instead of Damian Priest versus Gunther at SummerSlam. Those are my takes. I would be way more excited for those matches instead of, and those storylines compared to, oh, Seth just can't challenge Priest anymore. The only reason why I would want Priest to go over here is so we can get Finn versus him, but that's not happening anytime soon because he's going to be bothered with Gunther. I feel like Seth goes over here, Seth wins the title, and he faces Gunther at SummerSlam. Possible cash in at SummerSlam. We'll get into that, in a month whenever we do the SummerSlam prediction video. I think Seth Rollins wins here. Now, like I said, like the storyline just makes way more sense if they kick Damian Priest out of Judgment Day for this, and we get a Damian Priest versus Finn Balor, blood feud possibly, because they've been arguably building this for years now since Finn was challenging Seth for the World Heavyweight Championship a year ago. We could get a really good feud going on here. Finn they have been dropping like these cues that Finn is like mad at Priest. Like Priest has changed since he's won the title. That he's jealous of Priest because he won it before Finn won it. And I agree. I also believe that Finn deserves a good feud, and Damian Priest versus Finn I feel like would cook. So my pick is Seth Rollins to win the World Heavyweight Championship back here. At the same time, I mean, this is super Seth. Kind of have to give the title to Seth Rollins. This title was made for Seth, man. And it feels almost wrong that he is not our champion. So I want Seth to win here. So yeah, Seth Rollins is my pick. Those are my picks for Money in the Bank 2024. I understand that this is a shorter video, but the card is short, so it's not really my fault. I hope you guys are also just as much excited for Money in the Bank as I am. Just want to let you all know, we will be doing live watch-alongs on Twitch, twitch.tv/main-event-Trey. If you want to join us, we're going to have a big community there. We're all going to watch Money in the Bank together. We're going to be doing live reactions to it, and we'll also be doing that for Money in the Bank and Heatwave. So if you don't have somebody to watch Money in the Bank with, and if you want the person that is streaming to acknowledge you in chat, talk to you in chat constantly, because I read pretty much every single chat in my chat, join us up on Twitch, twitch.tv/main-event-trey. We'll be live reacting to it on Saturday, as well as NXT Heatwave on Sunday, and we will be doing a live Raw watch-along as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys join us on Saturday, and let's get ready for Money in the Bank, baby. Let's go. Y'all have a great day. Here we go. I don't know why I did that. That was fucking stupid. Apple, cut that out. Let me restart. Cut that out from me being like, we're gonna start here. Okay, I'm cutting the fucking. Don't do that. I'm not doing that ever again.